Why is chocolate milk so good? Why is it so good? It's delicious. So delicious, I can't even handle it. What's up, guys? Good evening. It is August 17th at maybe 11 p.m. or something. And Miguel Cancel, hello. And anyways, I thought I would hop. Oh, it's 10:30. 10:30. Had a full day today. Ashley's birthday is today, so we went and celebrated her birthday. Just got back. I took a shower, but before that, we just got back. I just wanted to come on. Hello, Bob. Bob Harder. Bob the Bottle Man. Bob Harder, whatever you want to call him. Ann Robson, hello. Man, I haven't seen all three of you in, well, Ann Robson, I'm not sure I recognize your name, so welcome if you're new. Hello again if I've seen you before, and forgive me for not remembering your name there. Although, Ann without an E, maybe I do remember you. Oh, and then of course, class regular Chris McQuagg of Quag Lures, Slickered and, what did I call it? Slickered and Fish Lips. Wait, what did I? Quag Baits? I can't remember what I called them. And happy birthday, Ashley. Yes. Ashley! People are saying happy birthday. She says thank you. Yeah, happy birthday to Ashley. She's I made her a table for her birthday, which I will have a vlog about. I almost didn't make the vlog because I was getting so frustrated, but you'll see that way past her birthday. No, yeah, it'll be because it kind of coincides with some other stuff that, yeah. Anyway, not new. Bought a banana board from you last year. Okay. Well, forgive me for not remembering you. Your name with and without an E is familiar, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm not quite placing it. But I mean, I don't remember a lot of people. Ninja Mama, hello. See, Ninja Mama, do I remember that? I'm not sure, but it's a fun name, so I want to say that I remember it, but not quite. Amy, of course I know Amy, Mrs. Robertson. One of my, it's weird. I don't really know her. Well, I mean, I know her because I met her and hung out with her, but I consider her one of my friends. It's weird how, like, your online life, if you want to call it that, can give you real friendships. She's super cool. So hello, Amy. Some people I remember all the time because they're very regular, and some people are on my Patreon and so on and so forth. So if I forget you, please don't be insulted. I don't have the greatest of short-term memories or names. That's terrible. You know what I'll do? Is I'll meet someone. They'll be like, because you'll see in the next couple of vlogs here. In fact, the last vlog I put up, and then the next two, I want to say, is about us, Ken and I, going down to the U.S. and getting truck parts and bringing them back. That's one of the jobs I have, I guess. One of my income streams, importing truck parts and such. Someone will come over and they'll be like, "Hi, I'm Cliff," and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm Josh." And before they've even stopped saying Cliff, and before I've started saying, "Hi, I'm Josh," I will forget their name. I'm terrible at it. Yeah. Oh, I should make a note. That short series that I'll have, I think it's maybe going to be 3 vlogs, maybe. It took place last year in October and November, I think. Yeah. So that was before the presidential change. So the people who are thinking that we had a hard time crossing the border, it's ironic. You might think, depending on who you hate more, that one would be worse than the other in terms of crossing the border. It's actually better now, which is hilarious. Such as for the hate on for Canadians. It's actually super easy now. Haven't gotten any hassle since, which is weird, with the orange guy. But I didn't actually even think to put that in the video. It's just that's old footage. I'm very behind. Everyone say hello to Penny Loafers, taking refuge from the pouring rain. Anyways, sure, we can be friends, Josh. If you don't want to be, I don't care. uh, okay, Ninja, I do know, I do remember. Olivia, hello. I don't usually comment much. That might be it. That might be it. Uh, at my age, my memory isn't that great either. LOL. Uh, I always thought everyone should wear name tags. Yeah, you just slap it on. Look, I have a name tag right here, Josh. So everyone will know my name. Okay, so this video is titled something about technical difficulties. So the technical difficulties is not a huge deal, but for some reason, so I'm having my art sale right now, right? It goes until the end of August. So there's a few days left, a week, 2 weeks, a week and a bit. I don't know. Where we're having 25% off everything. And some people are interested in the cutting boards. So what I've been trying to do is if they email me with that inquiry and they're like, hey, I want something in this size range or this price range, I'm taking pictures on my phone, attaching them to the email and sending it to them. But for some reason, I'm unable to access my Gmail on my phone. Ashley's doing all of the invoices and all that stuff on the computer, and that seems to be working. But for me to do the part that I'm doing is not working. So if you find a delay in a response to your inquiry, don't worry, we are going to get to you. Even if it goes past August, you can still take advantage of the sale, which is 25% off. Okay? And all of those names up until September 7th are going to go into the prize pig where we have our giveaway of the gold, the spoon's eye, and the shirt. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the rock collection video and you'll have an explanation in there. You'll have to skip ahead to like the 30-minute mark or something like that. It's kind of a long video. I can't remember where it is in there, but somewhere in there it's in there. Or just read the description if you want of that video. Anyway, so I'm just having a few random issues that I don't know what it is. Like literally if I click on the app, it'll just squiggle a line and it says unable, what does it say? Unable to show messages or something. And it started after I started sending people pictures, and then now I can't even do anything. It just saves the email as a draft that's completely blank. So maybe it'll show up, maybe it won't. I don't know. I just can't seem to do that right now. So unfortunately, that part of of the whole sale or whatever is going to not work for now. Um, but we will get to it. I've watched you ever since I saw the Potter's House series by Curiosity Inc. So you probably know this picture right here. I gave this to Alex for the Potter's House, but then he didn't trust or something. He was not that he didn't trust him, but he was worried that it would get wrecked. He worried correctly because those people destroyed that house. So then he had it in his store, and then when he closed the store, he gave it back to me. I didn't know where to put it for the longest time, so I just kind of had it in storage, and then I was like, you know what, let's put it in the office, so I put it here. But thank you for watching. Hello, Wendy Henschel, Crinkle, Sue, and SJ. That probably stands for sacrilegious jerks. I don't know what your name. San Jose probably actually is what that stands for. Crocus, hello. Amy says, "Of course we are friends," with a laughing. They sure did. Yeah, they did ruin the house, but It made for some good content. Unfortunately, Alex does not like to uh, talk badly about people. And I say unfortunately like it's a bad quality. It's a good quality for sure. But the amount of drama that's real that he could have put into the series of videos could have been much more. And there's like a lot of other things that he has omitted from that series and a couple other series that I'm just like, man, dude, why aren't you putting this in the videos, man? And he's like, because it's not nice and all that. And I'm like, dude, they are screwing you. Who cares if it's not nice? But that's just the type of man Alex is. He's a very good man, very honorable man. Um, so I'm always surprised when people don't like him. If you knew him in real life, I don't know. Whatever. People are who they are, and they like who they like. Hey, don't go up there. Don't go up there. Hank, don't go up there. Don't go up there. I don't want to get cat hair all over the cutting boards and such. I love the spoon tree you made for Alex. That was actually one of my favorites for sure. I'm actually giving one away, a spoon's eye. That's different than that. It's actually with forks this time. With every $5 spent in my sale, or even without the sale ends on August 31st. I think that's how many days are in August. But the entries for that giveaway go until September 7th at 6:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Wendy says, happy birthday to Ashley. Ashley! More people are saying happy birthday! She said thank you again. A fork's eye. Yeah. I still call it a spoon's eye. That was coined by Alex, actually, calling it a spoon's eye. And I was like, oh, that's clever. That makes sense. And so I've made, I don't know how many now. Quite a few. I meant to keep track of how many I made. And then, of course, that just becomes unimportant over a bit of time. And then I'm like, meh, I don't care. I don't care how many I made. Some things I do number. Like I have these heartburns, right? This one happens to be number 39. I don't sign them all the same on the back. I always forget, but I sign the year, obviously my signature, Ushitat, and then the number. And I'm at 50. The thing that sucks about it is sometimes I forget what number I'm on. So then I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? Make a post on Instagram. I'm like, hey, who has the highest number of heartburn? And I think that's how I got how I remembered the number. But I'm at an even number 50, so I know how many I've made so far. So I used to make these when I had my store. I was making these all day, not all day, but a lot of the times, so I could like pass the time. And they're just made on scrap wood. They're not meant to be anything super special. They're just kind of fun little pieces that you can, put on your shelf, put on your nightstand. I don't know. People have given them to cardiologists and stuff, which I think is awesome. So if you would like one of these, I sell them for $50, but right now it's 25% off. Orderfromjosh@gmail.com. Amy has 2 heartburns, right? You had a certain number that you wanted, right? I can't remember which one it was, but I had to remember. I couldn't remember what it was, so I texted you, and then you said a certain number, and I was like, oh, phew, I still have it. Like, I knew there was a certain number, but I think I was remembering the wrong number. I can't really remember exactly, but I remember texting you about it, yeah. Love when you came with the heartburn. Yeah, that was an accidental. I didn't know so many people would like, because, like, especially since I print them. I burn them on scrap wood. Like this is like, it's not sanded or anything. I mean, it is sanded on the face, but the rest isn't sanded. And then it's varnished on the face, but the rest is unvarnished. And I was like, really? What should I do? But yeah, I have a couple more. but there might be other ones. And they're not all the same size either. And they're all slightly different because they're all freehand. This one's number 46. This one's number 40. This one's number 49. So you can see that they're different. They're all roughly the same, but they're also obviously different. So get yourself a heartburn. I can't remember who coined that, heartburn, but that was clever. I think it was in one of the ones where I did a live video of me burning them. I will do a few more. Oh, look at these. These ones are almost the same size. Not quite the same size, but almost. And I did burn a couple on some other woods, but I think I'm only going to do on oak. You know what sucks is I meant to hire this plumber to do my laundry room, and I gave him one of these, and then he ghosted me because my fault. I gave him one of those for his wife because he asked what I did for a living. He was just wondering because my upstairs is kind of finished but unfinished, and he was like, okay, so what are you doing here, blah blah blah. And anyways, I was basically telling him that I like to do things kind of more creatively, kind of weird, kind of non-typical. Hey, don't break that chair. Anyway, so I showed him. I was like, he's like, what do you make? And I didn't really have anything to show him. And then I was like, oh, I make these. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, here, you can have this one. Because I thought I was going to hire him to do my plumbing, and I thought it was a good rate. And then I told him, I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready for you. And he's like, how about Tuesday? And I was like, no, Tuesday won't work. And he's like, all right, well, let me know. And then like 3 weeks later, I said, hey, okay, I'm ready for you when you are, whatever day works for you. And I think it must have frustrated him, so I never heard back from him. I don't care if he keeps the thing, by the way. It's just kind of funny that happened. 22 and 42. 20 apart. Is that oak wood? Your favorite wood? It is oak. Not my favorite. I actually hate oak because it's so ugly. Like, look how ugly it is. But this piece looks cool because it's, it's got my artwork on it. It's just not a nice wood. Although I don't mind it sometimes. All wood has its qualities to it. I think I started burning on the oak because I just happen to have some scrap oak. I don't use it so much. Now that Clint is in the shop, although he hasn't been lately, he got a summer job. He uses tons of oak in his client work, and so I have so much. So I was like, let's just keep doing it on oak. But I like doing hearts. Here's one of the Patreon giveaways. We do a monthly giveaway, and this was one of them. Someone was drawn to get this, but they didn't want it. And so, which, by the way, if you're on my Patreon, make sure that you check if you won something. Because if you didn't, it's just, I'm just going to give it away at the end of the year, on the last day of December, to anyone. So normally it's the $20 tier and above get their name in the hat. And this was one of the ones that we did, but that person didn't want it. And so then at the end of the year, I actually forgot to put everyone's name in the hat who's in the live feed. And whoops. And I send those whatever it is. Sometimes it's that. I think we did a heartburn before. We've done fingerprints. I did a hot dog before. I've done cutting boards. I did a zombie head bust. I did a cane with a sword that comes out of it, but it's not a sword, it's a butter knife, so you can butter your banana bread. I think I did a banana bread board. I think What else? I did a mask that you hang on the wall. I can't remember. So many different things. Does anyone here remember other stuff? Karen, hello, Karen. I haven't forgotten about your owl. Every day I see it on my bench. I'm like, gosh, I wish I could do that. I just have this very unique vision for it. Old boss told me the best way to get rid of a customer is give them credit or something for free. He was right. No, that does happen. Most of these people are still my Patreon members. They just decided they don't want it. I don't care if they don't want it. It doesn't bother me. I made a wood hair rug. I have the head right here. I didn't actually quite finish it, but when I drew the name for it, they they didn't want it. And the thing is the person who got their name drawn, because I do it. Let's just do a mock one. Let's say that we're all Patreon members right now, right? What I do, let's say I make this, okay? I make it at some point in the month. It's August, so let's say this is the August giveaway. At the end of August, all the tier 2, 3, 4, 5 get their names in the draw. It's a random selector spinning wheel. One name gets picked. They get the thing. If they don't claim it, they have until December 31st to claim it. If they don't, then everyone, let's say now it's December 31st. I have this, and I have the bear rug. Let's say those 3 things weren't claimed. Everyone who's in my Patreon, regardless of their tier 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, everyone who's in the live feed gets their name, and then I randomly draw for each thing. And the same person can win all of it, whatever. Anyway, I actually forgot that one. To put that one in there. But the bear rug, the person was in the thing. I can't remember who it was. And then they didn't claim it. They still didn't claim it. I was like, what the heck? But I still haven't finished it. I haven't finished it because it's not going anywhere. Where it's going to go is probably in my house, because now I'm just going to keep it because I love it. It's kind of fun. But anyways. Great way to use up scrap. It is a great way, right? I like these hot dogs. I think these are hilarious. This is scrap wood. Hot dogs. These are the best thing ever. If you want one, they're $45, but 25% off right now. Orderfromjosh@gmail.com. I already sold 2 of them in this sale, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 left. Or I don't know if I already packed those 2 up. Well, I have 5 here. Anyway, there might be more somewhere else, but anyways, I like keeping some of the charm of the wood in there. I just think it looks fun. Because from a distance, this might look like, if I was holding this at a picnic, you might think, oh, he has a hot dog. But then when you get closer, it's like, oh, there's a knot. That is not a hot dog, Glenn might say. My banana board is made from spalted maple, bird's eye maple, quilted maple, and a little bit of walnut. Yeah, that's probably a cool one. Karen says, I changed my email and can't access Patreon anymore. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know how to help you there. That sucks. Have you ever made hamburgers? No hamburgers, but I have been thinking of how to do it. The problem is making it so that it stays together. I just have to figure out a way that I like it. For those of you who don't know, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I just have an idea that I find creative in my mind, and I try to make it with the materials I have available. But since I've never made most of the stuff before, I kind of have to play around with it and figure it out. But since I bounce around so much, I don't get proficient at a lot of things, unfortunately, when it comes to art anyways. But I would love to make a hamburger. No relish on those dogs. I can't figure out a way to do relish. I've had many suggestions, but I just haven't thought of a way. I haven't been able to utilize those, or I don't think that some of those ideas will work that well is the problem. Hey, is this your banana bread board? I just happen to have a picture of it on my computer. This is my favorite boards I've ever made. And then this was a pizza peel behind it. That is one of my favorite boards ever. Yeah, this is ambrosia maple, a little bit of walnut, bird's eye maple, a little bit of walnut, regular maple, walnut, spalted maple. Very punky, so I had to stabilize that. Walnut, some regular maple, walnut, bird's eye, walnut, ambrosia. Although you said quilted maple, so there is no quilted in there. Oh, I guess this is quilted actually. Yeah, you can see it. And this picture is not that good. Yeah, you can see it though, a little bit. Anyway, I just noticed a little icon. I'm not sure why I saved that on this computer, but I did. A large wooden toothpick. And before you put on mustard and ketchup. The relish goes on, you're saying? Matches my kitchen table, Josh. It is an antique made completely with bird's eye. Oh, that's cool. The burger part, Josh, could be coarse wood chips and glue. I think I actually did that with toast. I made a toast. Oh, that was one of the Patreon things, was a piece of toast. And the bread part, if you will, I don't know how you would describe that better, was sawdust and glue. And then the crust was wood. Was it walnut? I can't remember what the... Yeah, and then... Oh yeah, and then to make it look toasted, I used walnut sawdust. I sprinkled on there. It took forever to dry. I wonder who has that. I'd like to see if it's holding up. And if not, I'd like to make you something else. I have the James Duke First 200 print hanging on my wall. I love it. What? I gave you that? That must have been a giveaway. Not for Patreon, though. That would have been 12 Days of Christmas, right? Because that one is not my art. So we borrowed from someone else. So I was never going to sell these. Here's a big version of it. I'm just going to put this on my own wall somewhere. James Duke. That's my physiotherapist. And then here's Ryan, who you guys might know from Parkland Films. And then, where is it? And this is Clint. And this is Clint's wife, Karen, I think. Thank you to Heather for helping me out with that. She helps me all the time. In fact, our newest movie poster is hilariously lame. This is how they normally come. Mars. Mars crystals attack Earth. And then this is a piece of quartz that we took from the gold mine. This is me doing, action hero pose. Yeah, it's fun. This is some of the sculptures I made. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys what's going on with my technical difficulties. So forgive me if I don't get back to you very quickly. I'm a paper crafter, and using up scrap paper is something I do every time it starts to back up. Oh, I love being able to use the little bits and pieces that are kind of left over. That's kind of fun. Yes, Josh, that is my banana board. Oh, cool. All right, guys. That's it. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for taking advantage of the sale. Remember, it's 25% off. Orderfromjosh@gmail.com until the end of the month. And then every $5 gets you an entry into the draw for the gold, the spoon's eye, and the shirt. The value of about $1,600, somewhere around there, for free, shipped anywhere in the world. Remember, the sale is plus shipping. So I don't know what shipping is going to be depending on what you get, but it's on all my art. You can find that on my social media, My Hands Gallery, or Ujitat at USIHTAT. All right, guys, that's on Instagram and Facebook. That's it. Have a good night, and thank you for the support. All right, see you later. I hope this doesn't cause too much of an issue with the technical difficulties.